Antonio, home of Texas's most famous landmark, the Alamo, a city rich in Western and Mexican history, which finds its heart in the gracious 2.5-mile Riverwalk, and where tonight, HBO Sports presents World Championship Boxing. Kevin Kelley, the WBC featherweight champion, defends his title and his perfect record against #1 contender Alejandro Gonzalez of Mexico. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jim Lampley. Welcome back to HBO's World Championship Boxing. Tonight represents a rare trip for us south of the lightweight limit and into boxing's lower weight classes, where the excitement is matched only by the determination of the fighters. Quickly, a look at a graphic which will show you the weight limits for some of these lower weight classes. It's working with me, as always, HBO boxing analyst Larry Merchant. Larry, we've shown Kevin Kelley to our audience before. He loves to bring entertainment value and excitement to his championship bouts. Could he get himself in trouble here by trying to look impressive in all of his showings?
Well, at least we can get a chance to talk about him, even if he doesn't talk about it.
Word in edgewise, that's right.
Sure he does, in the same way that a baseball hitter can strike out if he's trying to hit home runs all the time. But Kevin Kelley is one of those special athletes who likes to take risks, even when many people think he doesn't have to take risks to win because he has such good ability. He takes those risks because it's in his nature, because he feels he must do it and he can get away with it because of his skills and his will, and also because he understands that for a little man to become big in boxing, he has to take risks. There's also a very practical reason for it. It was here in San Antonio that Pernell Whitaker was robbed of a decision in that fight against Julio Cesar Chavez, ostensibly because he wasn't aggressive enough. He'll be aggressive enough tonight. Interestingly, on the undercard, we've already seen 3 hometown favorites from here in San Antonio walk away with 3 honest losses. So things are going as they should at ringside so far tonight. And these little fighters are thrilled to be under the watchful eye tonight of the biggest man in boxing, world heavyweight champion George Foreman. George, Alejandro Gonzalez, the man who's challenging Kelley here, resists the typical Mexican fighter image of being a tough brawler. He says he's more of a boxer. Would he be better off brawling against Kelley, who's some kind of boxer himself?
No, unless he's really a boxer puncher and got a lot of degree of punching power. He better fly away from that and get in there and brawl with him for the first 5 rounds, and eventually, probably from the 6th round on, it could turn into a good fight for a boxer. But beforehand, he's got to brawl. He's got to brawl.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Gonzalez is able to adopt that style. Let's look at the tail of the tape for the 2 fighters who are already in the ring. Kevin Kelley, 27 years old. Alejandro Gonzalez, at 21, has already had 36 professional fights. The first 3 of his professional fights took place before his 15th birthday. Punch stat numbers, Larry.
This will give you an idea of how active they are and how accurate they are. Kelley throws more punches. Gonzalez is not a typical Mexican fighter in that he will punch and counter-punch. And that is indicated by the number of jabs he throws. There are many outstanding Mexican fighters that don't throw 34 jabs in a whole fight. He has averaged that per round.
Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman. Harold?
Kevin Kelley and Alejandro Gonzalez will box tonight using the rules of the World Boxing Council. 12 rounds. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. You can be saved by the bell in the last round only, and only the referee can stop the fight. Jim.
All right, a quick look at the 2 fighters already in the ring. First, the Flushing Flash, 27-year-old featherweight champion Kevin Kelley. The record at 41 wins, no losses, no draws, is the very best among unbeaten champions to this moment in the sport of boxing. And the opponent, Alejandro Gonzalez of Mexico. Just to underline the point again, we may never have seen a fighter this young who is so professionally seasoned. 36 professional fights already at age 21, the first 3 of them before his 15th birthday. Both of those 2 losses relatively early in his career, 24 knockouts in 34 fights. Right now, let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the pre-fight introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric Kushner Promotions, in association with Corona Beer, La Cerveza Más Fina, presents a championship rumble from deep in the heart of Texas. Bouts are sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. Executive Director Jack Garrison. Boxing Coordinator Rick Valdez. Physicians at ringside, Dr. Paul Saenz, Dr. Jorge Guerrero, and Dr. Gerardo Zavala. The timekeepers are Bill Gavin and James Gaffney. This bout is presented in association with Garden State Boxing, and it's also sanctioned by the World Boxing Council. President Jose Suleiman, supervisors at ringside, Robert Bussey and Mario Latraverse. The 3 judges assigned at ringside scoring the bout on a 10-point must system are Jose Juan Guerra, Adrian Morgan, and Gail Van Hoy. And in the ring at this time, the man who will be in charge of the action, working for the 2nd time at a world title bout, referee Lawrence Cole. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the home of the CHL Iguanas, the San Antonio, Texas Coliseum, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white and weighing 126 pounds. He brings a professional record of 34 victories against only 2 defeats. And that includes 24 KOs. From Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, the #1 ranked challenger in the world, Alejandro Gonzalez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing teal, trimmed in gold, weighing 126 pounds also, he brings a perfect professional record of 41 consecutive victories without a loss. And he has KO'd 29 of those opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, from Flushing, New York, presenting the undefeated WBC featherweight champion of the world, the Flushing Flash, Kelley.
Let's do this. I gave you your instruction in the dressing room earlier tonight. I want you to protect yourselves and obey my commands at all times. Understood? Touch them up and good luck.
Kevin Kelley was knocked down in each of 2 fights against very good Mexican fighters. The question is whether Gonzalez will go after Kelley early or wait for Kelley to come to him and counterpunch him.
Go!
Both Gregorio Vargas and Jesse Benavides knocking Kelley down in 1993. Both fights won by Kelley
Back up, Kevin,
via the decision route.
Right.
Kelley's a southpaw. Gonzalez tells us he's fought 7 southpaws in his career, and though he says he's more of a boxer, he says he's knocked all 7 of those southpaws out. Right hand lead by Gonzalez, and of course the right hand lead is one of those textbook items that you use against a southpaw, George. There's another one that lands right on Kelley's button.
The thing with fighting a southpaw, you lead with the right hand, but you got to start things up on your left, because you just can't start right. You got to create a little opening for those right hand leads.
Kevin Kelley with a left hand lead that scored. Both fighters going to power punches early.
You get him set up by jabbing, real ordinary. Then you start leading with the right with him not expecting it.
Kelley, for a brief moment there, switched his feet into a conventional stance. He says you'll see that from time to time. And there's Gonzalez with a hard right hand inside.
He was caught with a straight left hand by Kevin Kelley first.
Kelley has landed a couple of good, solid left hands early in the fight. Gonzalez has scarcely blinked.
Kelley now switching to a conventional stance, leading with the left, and as he switches back, he gets hammered twice with right hands from Gonzalez. Kelley resorting to the jab. Midway through round 1, there's been a lot of heavy leather. Good left hook inside by Kelley, good right hand as well.
Gonzalez seems to wait until he has some contact, then he throws punches. You can do that when you're fighting a guy who's not considered a dangerous puncher. Taste his punch and then hit him.
3 good punches by Gonzalez. Crowd responds.
to be careful. He hit him with a good, solid shot, but it was because he caught him coming in.
Kelley got in another hard left moments ago, and then the left hand there partially blocked.
Already a little blood from Gonzalez's nose, I believe.
It's been a rousing first round before one of the all-time enthusiastic crowds. 2 roundhouse misses and then 2 hard punches landing for Alejandro Gonzalez. And as we go to Gonzalez's corner between rounds, our interpreter is Hector Garcia.
You've got to be very careful. You have to be very careful. Don't go in. Don't go in straight forward. You listening? Go in and come out. Hit and come out. Vaseline. How do you feel? Hit and don't stand there. You have to hit. You have to hit. Don't stand there. Be careful. You move your bottom. Go get him.
Watch this exchange. This is boxing at its best. Left followed by a left. Neither fighter going anywhere. Kelley comes back with an excellent combination. Gonzalez lands his own. One of the things I wonder here, fellas, is that although Gonzalez does have a lot of experience for a 21 years old, he's still 21 years old, and you wonder how much of this a 21-year-old can take.
Referee Lawrence Cole already alerting the fighters to watch their head as Gonzalez says, I got bumped in the mouth by the top of Kelley's skull.
That's going to happen a lot when your southpaws are fighting against a traditional boxer. You always get caught on the wrong side of the face with the head.
Gonzalez loves power punches. He landed 29 of them in round 1. Good right hand by Kelley there, but he was backing away. And you get the sense, George, that Kevin Kelley's already developed a certain respect for Alejandro Gonzalez's punching power.
And he better have some respect because this guy can punch. He's 21-year-old, but he's fighting like he's got the savvy of a 32-year-old.
Well, 36 pro fights at age 21. Does his age mean anything?
Age has a lot to do with it, but this guy's well equipped with age and experience also.
2 hard left hands inside by Kelley. Gonzalez backs off momentarily.
Kelley has had some knockouts lately, so he'll dig in and exchange a lot more than he ought to these days. Sometimes knockouts like that can give you a false sense of courage that you shouldn't have.
Good right-left combination again by Kelley. And the left hand lands over the top. Kevin Kelley standing toe-to-toe with a guy who looks like a power puncher. Feet square, taking chances. This is dangerous stuff, George.
He's taking a lot of chances, but at the same time, he's using excellent position. He throws his left, and then he puts his right foot right in the middle of this guy.
Uppercut landed for Gonzalez. Seems to stun Kelley momentarily. Kevin stops throwing. Gonzalez left hook.
I think it's a mistake when a good champion who knows how to box revert to fighting. You got a title, keep it, box your way into it. Keep your title by boxing.
Kevin Kelley insisted to us that he would fight a smart fight. He said, on the other hand, he wants to show Gonzalez he's stronger.
He mentioned that he would hit and get out of the way, but these days, he's hitting and looking as though he's trying to assess his damage.
Yeah, he's hitting and standing flat-footed and watching his work. Good hard left hand by Kelley. And another. Gonzalez just missing with the right uppercut. Kelley again lands the left over the top. Pretty good round for Kevin Kelley, but he took a lot of chances to score.
You have to be smarter. You're still aiming for the beaner. Why are you aiming for the beaner?
Hit his body.
Where have we worked? Where have we worked? We don't want to catch him up here. We want to catch him right in here. Do you understand? A la altura del pecho. ¿Oyó?
Go hit him in his chest. Hit him at the height of his chest.
Protector.
Give him the protector.
Muy vivo, muy vivo.
Well, fellas, if the fighters listen to their trainers, we're going to see some great chest punching in this round. Both trainers said the same thing.
Kelley's trainer, Phil Borgia. Svengali-style relationship. Borgia's been with him since the early amateur days. Gonzalez's trainer is a man named Jose Reynoso.
I think Kelley's corner made a mistake trying to change bolts now. This guy was doing good. What you try to do is just tell him, don't forget the body and leave it alone. Now he's concentrating on the chest. He's going to end up getting knocked down. You got to keep doing what you're doing. Just say, don't forget about the chest. You wait around for a good opportunity. The chest is not an easy shot to land.
We saw Kelley switch feet again and land a lead left hand. Pace slows a little bit in round number 3 as both fighters try to employ the new strategies recommended by their trainers.
You got to let it happen within the flow. Once you've started to the head, it's hard to put on brakes and go back to the body.
Right hand lead a little short by Gonzalez.
So you see Kelley has found himself aiming for the chest and having the round being taken away by being out hustled. You can start a lot of frustration with a fighter because he's saying, I'm doing good, but I haven't landed anything to the chest. He'll get frustrated and don't know that he's doing real good. Go back to what you're doing. Stick to it and don't move anything. Just keep doing good. This is what you should tell a fighter.
You think both fighters earning too much respect from each other in the first 2 rounds?
No doubt about it. I think Kelley, though, has caught himself in the midst of confusion from his corner trying to land chest punches.
Now Kelley gets aggressive and goes upstairs again and lands a couple of left-hand leads. And here he comes following with the right hand.
When a fighter's not landing good body shots, what you do is concentrate on refreshing him in the corner. That's all.
Short right hand landed inside for Gonzalez. Kelley backed him away with the right hand. Gonzalez fighting an extremely conservative round, considering what he had been able to accomplish in the first 2 rounds. Now Gonzalez begins to open up a little bit again.
When Kelley started to go right back to the head like he was in the first round or so, he's doing good. But that chest punching, just don't start it like that. It has to happen in the flow.
Straight right hand landed right on the kisser for Kelley. Round 3, a much more tactical round than its 2 predecessors. Kelley landed a left and now a right and a flurry.
Yeah, Kelley, he's only stalling so he can land 1 shot to the chest. It's not going to happen like that. You got to catch him while he's throwing a shot and hit him in the chest.
Tentative round for Gonzalez. Kelley got aggressive in the last minute and a half. We go to round 4.
I want that jab serious, and when you make him miss that right hand, I want the counters that only you can work so well. Do you got me?
I got you.
Show me then, goddammit. You got me? I'm not playing with this guy, and you better stop playing with him. I want smart.
Tira para los lados. Sí, hay que quitar la esquina, compadre. Hay que quitar la esquina.
I think Phil Borgia is upset at his fighter, George.
Yeah, because he gave him the wrong instructions to go to the chest. And he came back out and went to the head because the chest wasn't there. He told him to do such, to wait around for a body punch. Then he jumps on him for doing it.
In round 3, punch-stat numbers counted 9 power punches for Gonzalez versus 18 for Kelley. So the edge, which had belonged to Gonzalez early in power punching, belonged to Kelley in round 3. Now here comes Gonzalez being aggressive again. And Kelley not throwing now as Gonzalez backs him into a corner and flails away. Crowd rises to this. Kevin gets back to the middle of the ring.
I tell you, I blame that kind of stalling around and messing around on the trainer. The trainer mixed him up. Did what he told him to do the previous round, and he didn't thank him. He came right back and jumped on him for not jabbing when he didn't tell him to land 1 jab.
Trainer Jose Reynoso told Alejandro Gonzalez between rounds, move side to side and get him back against the ropes. Well, for a minute there, Gonzalez was executing that strategy perfectly, but now Kevin Kelley back in the middle of the ring where he's more effective.
That's true.
You're looking at a couple of featherweights fighting like heavyweights, trading power shots toe-to-toe.
And he's the champion that should never have been in this kind of fight at all. He went out trying to prove power, going for the chest, made a hard fight. He's going to have to box himself out of this or fight himself in a toe-to-toe fight.
Talking about Kelley.
Kevin Kelley. He didn't need to be in this fight at all. Gonzalez is having the fight that he needs right now. A brawl for the first 5 or 6 round brawl. Make him mix it up. Make him get puffy.
He's getting what he wants.
It's true. He's got nothing to lose. He can only become champ of the world.
Straight right hand landed for Gonzalez. Kelley backs into the ropes where Gonzalez has been more effective. Hard left hand inside by Gonzalez. That one missed.
He's allowing Gonzalez to just walk in. No jab, nothing. Just walk to me. I'll be there waiting on you. Kelley should not allow him to just walk in. He's got to touch him. Make him stop for a moment and think.
Kevin Kelley battled a bad cold for 8 or 9 days coming into this week. He said he didn't think it would affect him here tonight. But Kevin hasn't had the movement you might have expected so far, George. Well, there's a hard left hand by Kelley, and he looks to follow up, but Gonzalez once again, as Larry Merchant pointed out earlier, seemingly unfazed by Kelley's power shot.
Give me this. Spit it out. Spit it out. Good. How you feeling? Decent. I feel like I'm in a war.
Harold Letterman, how do you score it through 4 rounds?
Larry, without question, 3-1, 39-37, Alejandro Gonzalez. Boxing judges look for guys that show effective aggressiveness, that get off first, and that land the cleaner shots. And this is what Gonzalez is doing. He's backing up Kevin Kelley. That's effective aggressiveness. He's landing those cleaner hooks and the harder jabs. That's harder punching.
Well, I do have a question, Harold. As usual, I have the fight 2 rounds apiece.
I see it like that a bit myself, but then I don't see that well. I've been hit a bit too much.
Well, you've been dishing out as well as taking, George. Numbers through the 4th round showed Gonzalez with the edge in connect percentage. He's landing almost half of his punches.
In no way is this a Kevin Kelley fight. Gonzalez is the better. He's having things his way at this point.
It's a slugfest. Kelley's boxing skills not a factor so far. Gonzalez again backs Kevin Kelley into the ropes. And again, no footwork, no escape. Kevin Kelley just stands there and takes it, occasionally throwing a shot in return.
All Kelley is trying to do is get his feet in a position, one after another, to land a good hard shot. And this is not the kind of way he can remain the champion of the world.
No,
he's got a box.
If he thinks he's going to knock Gonzalez out, he should have paid attention to what's happened so far. He hasn't sent Gonzalez anywhere with power shots, and he's landed a bunch.
Kevin Kelley is brave. He's awful brave.
But he looks sluggish to me, George. Looks like a guy who might have been overtrained or bothered badly by that cold he carried into the ring.
I think the round that he led up to land punches to the chest gave the other guy too much courage. And once you turn a young guy on like that with courage, you're not going to stop him with any slaps.
Hard right hand by Gonzalez. Kelley turns and looks at his corner as if to say to trainer Phil Borgia, what am I doing out here? Kelley beginning to miss more frequently here in round 5. Gonzalez remains the aggressor.
He's got a 21-year-old guy from Mexico, who's got a lot of encouragement, who wants to be champion of the world here. He's got everything to win, nothing to lose.
Largely Mexican-American Texan crowd on its feet, rooting for Gonzalez. Round 5, a rousing stanza so far for the 21-year-old challenger from Mexico.
Kevin Kelley is going to have to reach down deep and fight now. You're champion of the world. You want to keep it. You got to fight.
You talk the talk, kid, but now you're not walking the walk. You're fighting a stubborn fight, and that's not what we practice. Look at me. Everybody back home right now is saying, why is he fighting that way? Just like I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel stiff.
I want you, look at me. He's out here trying to knock him out.
Here we see them shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe. Is this Kelley's fight or is this Gonzalez's fight? So far, it's Gonzalez's.
Alejandro Gonzalez, by punch stat numbers, threw 106 punches in round 5. Pretty hard for Kevin Kelley to weather that storm against a guy who appears stronger so far.
And Gonzalez is strong, if nothing else. Kevin Kelley's corner could have told him, should have been real smart. Said, man, you're the champion of the world. You want your title. You're going to have to fight for it now.
Maybe they should have said you're going to have to box for it, George.
He can't box now because he's thrown into a fight, and you're not going to be able to come out of this boxing. You got to fight now.
This is becoming a rout for the moment.
All of this talk about karate and taekwondo, teaching to a fighter, you got to tell a fighter, son, this is fighting. Nothing is going to work but punching.
Kelley badly stunned, and down he goes. 3rd time in his career that Kelley has been knocked down. We told you about the first 2. He's in more trouble now than in either of those 2 previous situations. And look at Gonzalez go to the body to try to set up the finish. To the body. Kelley now begins to throw back.
He's got to fight.
Punches.
Kelley's got to fight. He won't get it on points.
He's getting belted, George.
But he's going to have to fight out of it. Any man that boxes can fight.
A staggering Kevin Kelley trying to make it out of round 6. His title, his unbeaten record on the line.
Anyone can do it if they put their mind to it and just don't look for no boxing. There's nobody can help you, no corner. You got to fight.
Kelley landed a solid right hand. There's another one. Should he be holding on, George?
No, he should be fighting right now.
Well, he's doing the right thing then.
He's looking for instructions from his corner. The corner has got to tell him, you're not a celebrity, you're a boxer.
Long way to go. Kelley backs Gonzalez off with a left hand. Now lands a combination. Turns the tide.
Got to be fight, team fight now.
Now it's Gonzalez who is momentarily wobbling as Kevin Kelley tries to come on. Kelley's right eye swollen badly.
One day you wake up in the morning as a boxer and find out I'm not a boxer, I'm a fighter.
Don't talk. Don't talk. Look at me, kid. Take this over your nose. Do not blow your nose. Look at me. Why do you want it?
I believe it was a right hand that finally did it. There's the punch on the ear, a delayed reaction. Back of the head on the ear. That was the punch that knocked him down. The challenger fought like a real challenger in that round. The champion came back like a champion. Folks, this is what it's all about.
He's smart. He's smart.
You saw the eye. You know what Kelley's up against now. 6 out of 12 rounds in the books. After throwing more than 100 punches in round number 5, Gonzalez threw 109 punches in round number 6 and landed almost 2/3 of them. And here they go again.
Kelley is in control. He just doesn't know it yet. You're fighting a 21-year-old. You got to do what he can't do, and that's have experience to recover from being hurt.
Both fighters seemingly a little in the recovery stages after that tumultuous round 6.
Kevin Kelley would only come back with his right hook after that lead left hand. He could do some damage here. Depending too much on the power of his straight left.
He's going to have trouble seeing the left hand lead from Gonzalez now with that right eye so badly swollen.
That's right, and that has a lot to do with him catching, but Gonzalez has went out there to win the title. He hasn't come out there to feel his way around.
Round 7 in this fight, almost like a 7th inning stretch. If you remember what baseball is like. Crowd getting a little recovery time too.
Kevin Kelley is reaching around.
Hard right hand by Gonzalez. Blood trickling from Kevin Kelley's nose.
Step back.
Good left hand lead by Kelley. Hard shots again by Gonzalez.
I thought Kelley came back well in that round until the very end.
Look at me. Continue the angle and work. Work. No, no se la quite.
Following him. You're following him, but you're not throwing.
Muy vivo. No se quede estático.
Don't stand there. Move from side to side.
You got me?
Well-known cut man Al Gavin working in Kevin Kelley's corner, not using the metal end swell we might have expected to see on that eyelid. George?
I'm surprised, very surprised.
You would have expected to see the end swell.
Harold, your score after 7 rounds?
Larry, 68-64, 5 rounds to 2. Alejandro Gonzalez, he gets an extra point for the knockdown in the 6th. I thought he took off round 7 and Kevin Kelley pulled that out to make it a little closer, but Gonzalez with a commanding 4-point lead.
I have Gonzalez with a 2-point lead, 4 rounds to 3.
And Gonzalez with some of the most spectacular punch stat numbers we've seen in recent fights, and Kelley's in severe trouble in his own corner. Kelley seemingly unable to see the punches coming, and Gonzalez just firing at will. And there goes the fussing flag.
Right there. 5, 6, 7, 8.
get yourself together, you get right back into the mix.
Come on, George. He's been successful fighting that way all fight. Why should he change?
Yeah, but you're in for a world title fight. You get yourself back. You win in a fight. You cool off, recover, then get back into it. When you're young, you got a chance. You get right back in and stand up for some more.
That was a hard left hand by Kelley. He's coming on, guys. First time in 37 pro fights that Alejandro Gonzalez has been knocked down.
It's a big mistake that he doesn't box his way back and recover. I think he got back into the mix too quick.
Kelley bringing the left over the top. And another hard left-hand shot. Kevin Kelley showing a lot of stomach in this round. Maybe too big a margin to make up on the scorecards.
He's got to get a knockout. He's got to do it right now.
30 seconds left in the round as Kelley backs Gonzalez up against the ropes.
A lot of this is happening to Gonzalez because he threw away a lot of power and a lot of energy and didn't get a knockout.
Gonzalez looking a little arm weary here in the 8th. Those shots don't have the zip they had back in rounds 5 and 6. Kelley finding himself a little bit. But the round is going to end just a little too quickly for the flushing flash.
Have we got a fight?
This nice guy shit. You're back, kid. Look at me. See up to me. Stay focused. You know, you're giving me gray hairs thinking you're Marvin Hagler and Matthew Sal Muhammad. You got me? Gotcha.
How do you feel? Let me see your ear. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, guys.
Here you see Kelley in trouble early in the round before he turns it all around with one big left hand. You know, fellas, we haven't had a featherweight, American featherweight star in half a century since the days of Pep and Sadler. And if Kevin Kelley can pull this one out in a sensational style that he showed in that round, we might have another one.
Kelley connected on 44 of 69 attempted punches in round number 8. That's 64% connect rate, the same connect rate that Alejandro Gonzalez had in the 6th round when he knocked Kelley down. George, I'm still wondering, why isn't cut man Al Gavin using a metal inswell on Kevin Kelley's right eye?
He's not able to touch that eye with that ice bag at all. I don't know why. It's a terrible mistake. Evidently, he doesn't have the experience.
There's a hard right hand by Kelley. Gonzalez took it pretty well.
I don't think the importance of that knockdown can be overemphasized, not only in terms of scoring, but in the impression of the fight from the crowd, for the judges, for everyone, that Kelley is now back in the fight as far as this whole arena is concerned, and that was important to turn the tide of the fight.
But I think Kevin Kelley's corner has told him not to be Marvin Hagler, not to be these tough guys, and this is wrong now. This is the time he's got to get tough. I can't see anyone not knowing that he's behind on points. You got to be Marvin Hagler right now.
In case you've just joined us, you are in a hockey arena in San Antonio, and a world-class featherweight boxing match has broken out. Tremendous battle through 8 rounds between champion Kevin Kelley of Flushing, New York in the green trunks, and Alejandro Gonzalez, the #1 ranked contender out of Guadalajara, Mexico in the white. Both men have been down.
Gonzalez's corner told him not to walk in with doing nothing. He's doing it. He's walking in without throwing punches.
Referee Lawrence Cole wants Gonzalez to keep him up. Hard left hand to the side of Kelley's head by Gonzalez. Right hand by Kelley, snaps Gonzalez, and there's another one. rest of the punch.
This is the time that Kelley, if he's going to mix it up now. The younger fighter is stronger, but at the same time, he's dropping his hand. He's got a rhythm to dropping his hand. This is the only chance you're going to get to knock him out.
Gonzalez is not coming with the conviction that he did before the knockdown. And that has given Kelley room to operate and dominate this round.
Three-quarters of the fight in the books. The champion, Kevin Kelley, starting to win rounds now. But will that be enough?
When you hear 5, 6, 7, 8, he gets in trouble, okay? And every time, third thing now, every time you turn over, he's open for the right hand right off the left. You got me? Keep this. Look at me. Look at me. I love you, kid. Ya le dije, que no tira.
Round 10 arrives. In round 9, Alejandro Gonzalez, who was throwing more than 100 punches per round back in the 5th and the 6th, threw only 46 punches. As he left his corner, Gonzalez's trainer, Reynoso, asked him to apply more pressure to Kelley. But how much does he have left?
Now, Kelley is the first round. He's starting to establish a better jab than his opponent. Kevin Kelley is using a good snappy jab. Because as Larry said earlier, Gonzalez stopped coming on with the conviction. He's allowing Kelley to even jab now with conviction.
So could it be we'll actually see a couple rounds of boxing?
I think right now we may see some boxing.
Kevin Kelley may want to go back to round 1 and start over. Now that the style of the fight plays a little bit more in his favor. Crowd gets restless as Gonzalez's punch output slows dramatically.
Kelley throws a 1-2, and he thinks the guy's catching him when he should be throwing a 1-2-3, and that would stop that counter punch that he's being hit at as soon as he finishes punching.
WBC Chairman Jose Suleiman is watching at ringside. The judges are from Wales, Mexico, and Austin, Texas. Here comes Gonzalez again. Starting to heat up. Sweeping right hand landed over the top for Kelley. Gonzalez with 2 hard left hooks.
Kelley seems to want to take 3 and land 1. That's not the way it ought to be done. He's going back to the old, you hit me 2 and I'll hit you 1.
But when Kelley backed into a corner, Gonzalez didn't pursue it. Toe-to-toe encounter. Gonzalez once again appears the stronger man. Kelley not throwing. Crowd on its feet. Kevin Kelley can't see out of that right eye. There goes the mouthpiece. And referee Lawrence Cole says timeout. Stops it to give Kelley time to get the mouthpiece back in. Cups and ice begin flying into the ring as the crowd is disgusted with that particular momentary stoppage.
The bell rang, ending the round.
You want me to stop the fight?
It's up to y'all.
No. You can't see?
No, I'll fight to the end.
Look at me. You can't see?
No, the trouble's here.
You can't see?
My eyes are almost shut.
Fight's over.
No.
Fight's over, kid.
Fight's over.
There's always tomorrow.
Doing the right.
It's over.
It sounds like they're going to stop the fight, folks.
So you're going to make me do this, right?
Has Forza got a towel to throw in?
No, of course it's not what I want.
Look at me. Look at me. Let me see you look at me. Fight's over. Fight's over.
Okay.
No, Kevin.
Fight's over.
I want to go. I want to go.
Fight's over. Fight's over.
I don't Kevin is protesting, but he's not protesting too much.
Yeah, the fight is over. He's a young guy.
The fight is over.
And that young guy
Wait till this crowd responds, guys. Let's get out and let the crowd react to this. There it is. Professional fight, a star is born in Alejandro Gonzalez. What a tremendous effort by the young man from Guadalajara.
I'm glad it didn't go any other way. We could get hurt sitting here.
Yeah, we got a beer shower. George and I did get a beer shower just when referee Lawrence Cole stopped it momentarily to give Kelley a chance to get the mouthpiece back in. Gonzalez was heating up again. He had thrown 99 punches in round 10. And referee Lawrence Cole is asked by Phil Borgia to execute a very humane stoppage as the champion, George, just couldn't see.
Yeah, his eyes are closed right now. He was having trouble originally out of the right eye. Now the left eye is swollen up. He has no vision. It's a wise trainer. The trainer did an excellent job. He's seeing the end of a guy's career if he continues on with courage. So why not give him another day?
Yeah, you heard Phil Borgia say there's always tomorrow. Interestingly, it's the first thing he said to Kelley all night that you agreed with.
First thing he said all tonight, hey, be merciful. He'll get some mercy. Kevin is a good fighter. He'll have another day. But that's just 2-minute punches unreturned. Both eyes swollen.
Well, let's go to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official particulars on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Lawrence Cole, acting on the advice of the corner of Kevin Kelley, calls a halt to the bout at the end of round 10. The winner, y nuevo campeón, peso pluma del mundo, con Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Alejandro Gonzalez.
No me avientes, no me pones. Ándale, cintura por atrás. On camera now.
Alejandro Gonzalez, please. The now current champion and reigning fighter from Flushing, New York, only his first defeat, Kevin Kelley. Let's give him a hand.
Final punch stat numbers. And you can see that Gonzalez had the edge in punches landed, in punches thrown, in connect percentage. He appeared to be headed toward a decision victory, although, George, the fight was still hanging in the balance. We're told that the scorecards to this point in the fight after 10 rounds had Gonzalez ahead by 1 point on 2 of the cards and by 4 points on a third card. So, in effect, he had won the fight on 1 of the 3 scorecards. But there was still room on 2 cards for Kevin Kelley to come back, win the 11th and 12th, and hold on to his championship.
And I believe that. I saw it that fashion. Saw it that way exactly.
Let's go to the ring and Larry Merchant.
Okay, Alejandro, congratulations. Would you tell us what you saw from Kevin Kelley's previous fights that made you think you could dominate him by being aggressive?
¿Qué tú nos puedes decir de las peleas que tuviste de Kelley anteriormente que te hacen ser más agresivo?
No, la verdad, yo me preparé bastante conciencia, estuve estudiando Kelley, es un gran peleador, el cual decidí hacer una pelea de forzar la pelea lo más que se pudiera y gracias a Dios aquí están las consecuencias.
He said that he studied Kelley very, very well and he knew he had to be a lot more aggressive than he's seen in the tapes by other fighters. And he fought a smart fight and he knew he can win this fight by points. But he was for a very smart fight.
Alejandro, were you surprised that he still had enough energy and strength to knock you down for the first time in your career?
¿Tú crees que él tenía suficiente fuerza para poderte tumbar?
No, la verdad no sentí, me agarró un buen golpe, pero gracias a Dios, gracias a mi condición, acondicionamiento físico, me supe reponer y ahí están las consecuencias.
He punched me, he hit me with a good punch, and but I'm in very good physical shape, and I was able to recover and get back in my feet.
His eyes seemed to be puffing up throughout the fight. Did he notice that, and was he able to take advantage of that?
¿Notaste que el ojo de Kelley se estaba hinchando?
Sí, la verdad sí, pero
¿usaste eso como una ventaja?
Como una táctica para ahí era un camino rumbo al triunfo y gracias a Dios se vino el triunfo y estoy muy agradecido con la gente que me vino a apoyar aquí. Y viva México.
He took advantage of that swollen eye to the fullest, and he's thanking everybody.
Would you tell us how you feel about bringing the featherweight title back to Mexico?
¿Qué es lo que se siente traer ese título para México?
No, pues más que nada es un honor para mí, pero
it's an honor
porque este campeonato siempre le ha pertenecido a México.
Because this championship always belonged to Mexico.
Y yo me preparé bastante conciencia.
I was prepared to the fullest.
Porque ese campeonato le pertenece a México durante muchos años y
for many years this belt belongs to Mexico.
Y gracias a Dios yo lo recuperé.
And thank God I recovered it.
Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Thank you.
So now for Larry Merchant, George Foreman, and Harold Letterman, I'm Jim Lampley saying so long from this terrific trip to San Antonio, Texas.
This has been a presentation of HBO Sports, the network of champions.